At Sarawak Energy, we believe in environmental excellence. Environmental excellence is achieved when an organization is in compliance with environmental laws and regulations at all times, transparent in its environmental performance and accountability, environmentally conscious by promoting best environmental practices, and highly committed towards environmental improvement. From strict compliance to environmental legislation, proper environmental management, and green practices at the workplace, Sarawak Energy aspires to be a leader in sustainability and environmental stewardship. We can make a difference as an organization and as individual employees if we all remember to do our part to conserve, regenerate, and sustain. Compliance to regulatory requirements. Sarawak Energy is committed to generating and supplying energy in an environmentally responsible manner and aims to protect and conserve the major components that are intrinsic to our daily life: water, air, noise, soil, and ensure prudent management of hazardous waste. Water is the source of all life on the planet. To protect our water, our rivers, and seas, discharging any pollutant into our waterways is strictly prohibited. Soil pollution is equally detrimental. Oil plumes seeping into the ground causes contamination to groundwater. Animals grazing on polluted soil tend to take up pollutants and pass it on through the food chain. Oil leaks from our power plants and project sites must be prevented. All oil drums are to be stored properly. Leaks or spills from machinery must be contained and cleaned up immediately. Air pollution is a common cause of serious health problems and is a major contributor to climate change. Emissions from power generation can be minimized by regular equipment maintenance and installing Air Pollution Control System (APCS). Open burning is prohibited within all Sarawak Energy premises. Noise pollution takes place when there is excessive or unpleasant noise that is a nuisance to people and communities nearby. This can be effectively minimized with a set of good practices, including installing adequate noise barrier such as planting trees or in engineering design. Hazardous waste, also known as scheduled waste, contains chemicals that are resistant to degradation and are toxic to living organisms and plants. Proper management of scheduled wastes must be practiced. Used lubricating oil, contaminated rags, used transformer oil, electrical and electronic waste should be stored properly in the appropriate designated area, handled by competent persons, transported by licensed contractors, and disposed of at prescribed premises. Failure to comply with legislation pertaining to the protection of air, water, soil, and noise emission and the management of hazardous waste is a compoundable offense punishable by a fine and imprisonment. Green practices. Whether it's in the office, at home, or outdoors, everyone can make a difference in conserving and preserving our environment. At Menara Sarawak Energy, we advocate green practices and adopt a zero polystyrene and reduced single-use plastic policy on our premises. Polystyrene food containers and cups, single-use plastic cups, water bottles, and straws are all prohibited here. Did you know that the usage of polystyrene in Menara Sarawak Energy alone was about 40,000 pieces a year? The height of the total paper used by Sarawak Energy in a year is estimated to be about 545 meters, 9 times taller than our very own Menara Sarawak Energy. We can all make a difference. All staff are encouraged to pack lunch in reusable containers. Bring your own mugs or reusable water bottles for meetings. And refuse disposable straws and cutlery. Print only when necessary, and print on both sides as an effort to reduce paper usage. We promote recycling and segregation of garbage as part of our Go Green practices. And please, do not litter. At all times, we should try our best to reduce energy and save resources. A simple act such as carpooling and driving less, is essential to reduce air pollution. It may not seem like much, but we cannot sit back and do nothing. Laws have been passed and measures have been taken, but it takes the cooperation of all of us across every sector and mobilization of the entire society to protect our environment for future generations. A highly successful organization is exemplary in its environmental compliance and achievements, which go beyond regulatory compliances. Let's do our part. Conserve, regenerate, sustain.